Hey everybody, it's Paul from Alexander Knife Sharpening and Laser Engraving. I got some great updates for the members. Thank you, BESS team members, for joining up. And I wanted to give you some quick updates on things that have recently come together, things that I'm going to be doing for you guys. I told you when you guys joined, and I mentioned it early on, I wanted the membership to, one, give better access to me, which it does do because it helps me see your comments over all the other people's. But I also wanted it to be worth your while. I wanted to be able to offer you guys some discounts and things that would make being a member worth joining and offset any costs that you might have. And I wanted to do that for every level of membership, even the lowest level of just the $2.99 a month. I want them to have access to the discounts. They may not have access to everything, but even someone who's struggling, who's just starting out, wants a little extra help, they're going to need to buy stuff. And let's face it, like, buying belts and things can be expensive and costly. The other thing that always bothered me, I remember COVID not that long ago. For some of us, it seems like a long time ago, but it really wasn't that long ago. And I remember being contacted by guys that were like, hey, is there any chance you could send me a Cubitron belt? Like, I am down to my last one. I can't get them. I just think it makes really good sense that we should have more than just one supplier out there of great sharpening gear and belts and the things that we need. And I have finally found one, and I'm real excited because after several weeks of going back and forth and agreements and emails and talking about like what we need, I found a company in Pennsylvania named Super Grit, and they have some great stuff. They sent me some samples because there were things I wanted to try out before I recommended them to you guys. But best of all, they have agreed to give us a 10% discount guaranteed at least for a year, and we can reevaluate at the end of the year and see how things are going and renegotiate it and maybe get a bigger discount. But for right now, it's not bad. It's a nice 10% discount. But here's some of the great things, and some of you guys saw this. The first thing I wanted to test was that they had a belt that's supposed to be able to compete with a Cubitron belt, and that's this one right here, this purple belt. And some of you saw that, and even one person commented like, hey, what's that purple belt on your machine? This is a Bora 7 belt, and it was made to be competitive with 3M Cubitron. I've been using it now for a couple weeks, and I can tell you they are every bit as good as Cubitron belts. Even better, they are significantly less expensive. I mean, significantly, okay? To give you an example, see that Bora 7, a 120 Bora 7 belt is $3.25 each, compared to a 120 Cubitron belt is currently $5.95. This 120 Bora belt is $3.25. And you're going to get a 10% discount on top of that. So that's pretty good. They also have belts that were made to compete with Trizact belts. One is called Sunmax, okay? And they run about the same price as what most of us have been paying for Trizact belts. But here's another cool thing. They recently, as part of these negotiations, and when I was kind of giving them a background as to what our guys use, he said to me, they are getting ready to evaluate a German brand called Acceleron, VSM called Acceleron. This is also made to compete with 3M Trizact belts. They have ordered ones for me. They're going to send them to me to test and compare and let you guys know. We are probably looking at least two other options now for Trizact belts with the Sunmax and then these Acceleron, if these are equally as good and less expensive. And then I can already tell you from experience right now, these Bora belts really are great. And you can't beat the price. So that's great. Isn't just on those specific belts. You can go and look at their site. They have a lot of stuff. The discount is going to be Paul 25. I don't believe it's active yet. I'm waiting for a confirmation from him as to when it's active, and I will let you guys know when that is active. And remember, The codes for everything are going to be kept on that page on my website, and the details are all in your membership as to how to get in there. If you forget one of these codes, you can go on the page on my website, sign in there using the code, and then you will see the list of all the codes that you can use when you shop. So that's one thing. Exciting news. We will now, at least for 1 year, have that. And they agreed that if things are going well, we can completely renegotiate it year after year, continuing forward. So I was very happy about that. The other one that I am working on, I am trying to get a discount also for the Tormek lovers out there from Slip and Niven. I am working on them. So that is in the works. It hasn't come together just yet, but I feel very confident that we're going to get something going with them. So that will be two very good companies with a wide choices of abrasive products covering kind of the two main systems that I usually feature in here. All right, had to do a voiceover. My mic cut out for a second. We're going to be doing a giveaway of a DM7 microscope, or a DM9, I think it is, a microscope. It's the 7-inch screen. This is my absolute favorite digital microscope in my shop. So we'll give it till the end of the month for everyone to comment on here, and then I will pick the winner of this first giveaway for the best team members. So that is for the top tier of the best team. All right, so that's it for now. Thank you for staying tuned and watching this till the end. I appreciate it. If you haven't seen it, I just did a very extensive review of a new laser, and I am separating the laser engraving channel out to its own channel. I was obligated to do this review on my main channel. It takes a long time to separate channels, and trust me, I'm learning things about that along the way. One thing I didn't realize, I pay for what would you call it, licensed music that I can put in the videos, which I only really use in the beginning and the end, and sometimes if there's a long thing, I'll put some good, music in there. Well, I pay for that license so that I can use those songs in the videos. Well, what I didn't realize when I opened the new channel, because YouTube was like, oh, no big deal, just download the video, put it on the new channel, and you're good to go, then delete it from the old channel. What they didn't tell me is if you have licensed music on there, you either need to change it or upgrade my license. My license only covers one channel. So I have to pay another $20 a month to be able to cover two channels if I want the licensed music to transfer, or I have to remove all of the music from the videos that are already going to be transferred over to the laser engraving channel. I do not want to do that, so I am just going to pay the upgraded licensing fee and make sure that I'm covered for using that music on any one of my channels. In fact, I think it even covers a third channel if I decided to start a third channel. But yeah, just little things you don't realize along the way that, you get, oh, you start another channel, you think it's that easy, but you got to build the followership. You got to do all that stuff. Certain things that I can do on my main channel, I can't do on the laser engraving channel yet because it doesn't have a high enough membership yet. It's getting there, but these things build slow and over time. Just to let you know, that's, as I said before, like when I release things that are laser engraving related, they're still going to be knife related. This laser review that I just did, I'm telling you, if you ever had any thought of getting into laser engraving, whether you're a knife maker, whether you just want to do engravings on people's knives, which is how I started, and I started with my chefs, the guys that I knew were clearly my chef clients, I offered it to them, and it was a very easy upsell, and then things just kind of took off and went rolling from there. And I will tell you this, once you start, you do need to be prepared for other requests because you're going to get them. You will get requests like, hey, can you do tumblers? Hey, can you do these other things? This new laser, I don't have it because they didn't send it. They just sent me the base laser. but it does have a nice rotator to do tumblers. It even has a nice, what they call like a slide. And it's the first laser that I've ever seen that incorporated the two. So it can actually do rotating and the slide at the same time. They can work together. I have my Laser Pecker 4 has a slide and a rotator. They cannot work together. Now, where would this be useful? It would be something like engraving a baseball bat. And I actually have a buddy who's a woodworker who makes baseball bats on a wood lathe. And he wants to get into engraving and doing very personalized things with baseball bats. If you have a rotator that can work on a slide like that, you could do very cool baseball bat engravings and things like that. So I thought that was very interesting. And they have a bunch of deals on all the packages. If you wanted to start with the very basic laser that I reviewed in this video, it's right around, I think it's $13.99. It's a fantastic price for what you are getting in an entry-level laser. It really is. Keep that in mind if you've been thinking about it. I haven't seen a deal like this or an opportunity like this in at least 3 years. It's the first time someone has thought about the entry-level laser market. It's really good. I mean, my next video I'm going to be doing on it, I did a 9-knife engraving for a member of NASA who works on a telescope team over at NASA. He wanted to get gifts for the members of his team. And I did the entire engraving job on that, and I'm going to show that in the next video. But just keep that in mind if you've thought about it. This might be a good jumping in and starting point with a laser that you'll be able to use for years. My Laser Pecker, which I don't love, I still find uses for it. I mostly engrave like PLA and things that come out of my 3D printer with it. This thing is easy to use, does deep engravings, it's fast. You're going to love it. And, you know, and it's not one of these like the brand new X-Tool ones that have come out that are just crazy expensive. These 60-watt MOPAs that are almost $7,000. You know, you're talking $1,300 compared to $7,000 or $8,000. The whole color engraving thing, I talked about it in the video. I don't get a lot of requests for color engraving. That's more of a market where you are selling the same thing over and over again. I show it in the video. You need to have a known material if you're going to do color engraving. So that would be if I was selling the same knife all the time, I could do that testing on that knife and then offer color engraving on it. But the kind of service I have, people come in and get things engraved. Most of the time when it comes to knives, they're not bringing multiple ones in or bringing me a test one, because generally knives are expensive, even ones that you're getting engraved, and most people don't want to sacrifice one to being tested to just get colors when 9 times out of 10 on a knife, just a regular black engraving is what you're looking for. So that's it. I don't know, I probably didn't mention it. For the Tormek lovers, I am working on trying to get a discount from Slip-A-Knivin'. I love that company. They've been great. The materials and products and stuff have been fantastic. And that's the next one I'm working on. So hopefully that's coming soon and I'll be able to add that in to the list of growing discounts. So I'll end this now. Remember, comment on this video. That's all. I don't care what the comment is, but I'm going to draw from this video for the microscope, and we will go from there. Have a great day, everybody. It's my day off. It's Wednesday. I'm about to run out and get a haircut, and then I will talk to you all soon. Thank you again for being members. Appreciate you. Have a great day, y'all. I will do the drawing on or around August 1st. I want to give you guys time to make sure you comment.